The bracelet was found in New Zealand by the Turners, and they were out hiking. They had a metal detector. They happened to locate the bracelet. They said it was over 6 inches deep or so in the ground. Dug it out. On the back was the date of 7 August 1942. It had Guadalcanal, and it had 3 other locations on the back. It was Honolulu, Australia, and New Zealand, I believe the individuals. On the front of the bracelet was the name. H. Campbell with his service number was on the front. The Turners vacationed in Hawaii. They found it in 2015 and 2016 while vacationing in Hawaii. They went to Fort DeRussa, I believe is the name of the military museum that was there, and they actually used that. That facilitated them starting to try to find the owner of the bracelet. They were able to, the museum was able to track it back to Master Sgt. Campbell, who served in Guadalcanal with 1st Marine Division, and he had retired in 1945 as a Master Sergeant. Went on to live a very productive life. I believe he served as a police officer in Kansas City, and he passed away in 2013. The family went about trying to find the Campbells, and when they did, they wanted to return the bracelet to the rightful owners. And almost 75 years later, after I'm assuming he lost it in 42 or 43, so 74, 75 years later, is returned to the family. They spoke about how their father always still had his 1st Marine Division patch. When he would make things, it always had a lot to do with 1st Marine Division. He would sew, he would like to embroider things, and he always do the number 1 with the Guadalcanal and put the stars around the side, just like the patch. Again, this bracelet was something they never knew their father even had, and then now it ties it back to something that they know that was on their father's wrist, like a kid 74, 75 years ago, and when their father was a young 19-year-old Marine. And to become a member of the 1st Marine Division, again, I believe it means a lot to a family who lost their father 4 years ago, and this still keeps his memory alive. It shows that no matter what has happened in the past, it shows that their father at one time was once definitely part of a great organization that still keeps his legacy alive. And I believe becoming a member of the 1st Marine Division, honorary member of the 1st Marine Division, will tie them a little closer to their father, a connection that they didn't have in the past because of he was a Marine and they necessarily weren't. For me, it definitely, it shows the ties again between us and our allies, because the extraordinary effort that the family from New Zealand, the Turners, went through to ensure that the bracelet was returned to the rightful owner. It shows, again, special fortitude that I don't think necessarily everyone has. And it really means a lot to me to be able to be part of a ceremony like that, to, again, the returning of an artifact, 75-year-old artifact, so to speak, to a family, to the rightful owner, and from another country, that's someone they've never met before in their life. And it's, I think it means a lot personally and professionally.